Hey Mepham, welcome back to the Midweek Update.
In today's episode, we'll be looking at the stories on a newspaper club, a little bit about the Malverne soccer team, Aidan Tran's 60-second summer, and a whole lot of stories from around Long Island. I'm Hailey Gardner.
And I'm Hailey Kiernan, and welcome back to the Midweek Update, the B&B show that brings you closer to the people and places in and around the Mepham community. Hailey, this school year has been so exciting. Between sports, Battle of the Classes competitions, and all the clubs starting up, there's always something to do.
You're so right. There's so many clubs I've been wanting to join, but I just never know which ones.
Well, I do have some recommendations if you need them.
Like what, Hailey?
Well, the newspaper club, the Buccaneer, of course. It's personally one of my favorite clubs this year, and you're just in luck because B&B's Maddy Hunter has more.
Have you ever wondered what goes into making Mepham's quarterly newspaper? Well, welcome to the Buccaneer. For almost 100 years, the Buccaneer has been the voice of our school. Countless issues of the quarterly newspaper have been published and admired by Mepham students. This past week, Buccaneer members are hard at work getting ready for their fall edition to be published.
The writers are hard at work already in September and October putting together their rough drafts. Then we have editors work with them. As you saw today at our meeting, they were proofreading and still piecing together, gathering quotes, going through the steps of the writing process. They're brainstorming through their first drafts. Then we have the editors return them.
Not only does the Buccaneer give insight on everyday events to the Mepham community, but it allows for members to be creative and expand their horizons in writing.
The paragraphs, I make what it's supposed to be about. If the introduction, if it goes into more detail, if I talk about the effects, because I think it's helpful to see the bigger picture.
Oops, didn't see you there. I really want to join the Buccaneer. Well, that's all for me. I'm Maddy Hunter. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Watching that, I can already tell that's a club I would totally join.
Okay, slow down there. There's plenty of clubs. You don't have to settle so quickly.
You know, Hailey, it's funny you say that. One of my favorite clubs is Operation Smile.
Operation Smile? What is that?
Well, Operation Smile is a club that does a lot of community service and events to donate to kids in hospitals with cleft lips to support their surgeries.
Wow, that's really cool. I wonder what kind of community service they do.
Well, actually, last meeting, I'm pretty sure they made sock puppets.
Sock puppets? Why sock puppets?
Good question. Here's B&B's Bianca Muniz to explain why.
I'm here in the art studio where just last Monday, students from Operation Smile Club came together to make sock puppets.
Today at the Operation Smile meeting, we were creating sock puppets for children that have recently undergone either cleft lip or cleft palate surgery, and speech pathologists use the sock puppets to teach them how to speak again and how to hold their mouth the right way. So as a service project, we provide the sock puppets.
It was truly amazing to see how many students could come together as a community to use their creativity and artistic skills to raise awareness for children that need help.
And it's been an honor and a privilege to keep the club going. It feels really good to do good for others.
It is incredible to see what these sock puppets will do for the children who need them, bringing smiles and encouraging speech development. That's all for me. I'm Bianca Muniz. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Bianca. That was such a good cause. Who knew how much a simple sock puppet could make a difference?
I was just thinking the same thing. You know, Hailey, as great as these clubs are, there's more going on than just clubs.
Our next story is actually about an assignment.
An assignment?
Yes, the first B&B assignment of the year is called 60-Second Summer, where B&B students tell the story of what they did over the summer.
I'll bet the B&Bers do a lot of amazing creative things.
They do. But our good friend Aidan Tran had a little trouble with his. Let's take a look.
I'm supposed to condense my entire summer into a 60-second video for a class assignment. That's great and all. Except, I forgot to film it. You see, I knew of the homework beforehand, but it read for juniors and seniors. Okay, I don't exactly have nothing. I walked in the beach, hiked in Maine, there was an unholy amount of birch, and this deer I filmed. But this just doesn't cut it. With a little more than a week away from school, I'm screwed. Except the summer's not over. Tomorrow, my family's taking a flight from here all the way to the great Sunshine State. Once there, I can get the B-roll I need. not be the whole summer, at least it's a highlight. It rained, and it rained, and rained some more. For 3 days, it was nothing but stormy seas and thunder. Under these conditions, I can't film. It was worth a shot, though.
I feel so bad he had so much trouble.
Yeah, but he did a great job pivoting. Like we say in B&B, do what you have to do to land the plane.
And he did a fantastic job getting it done. Another assignment that some B&Bers took over the summer was something called a solo news shooter, where B&B producers took on a story all by themselves.
That's right, Hailey. One of my favorite stories came from a fellow junior, Paige Anderson, on the Malverne soccer team. Let's take a look.
I'm Paige Anderson, and I'm here at Malverne High School, where the preseason is in full swing for the boys' JV and varsity soccer teams. But what does that really involve? A lot more than you might think.
This preseason, we stepped up our efforts with a summer league that me and the coach from Limbrook created. So every Monday night, we played 8 teams, basically 4-team tournaments, and created a playoff.
I played summer league with Coach Anderson. It was a good experience, especially senior year. It was good to get more in shape for the season.
Even while summer league was in session, these boys were not the only players to hit the field at Malverne High School.
We had professional tryouts at Malverne High School, and my players were able to speak with professional coaches, what the expectations are, and my goalkeeper got the opportunity to train professionally and work with pros.
It's a very big thing because, our school, we come from a small school, and seeing that a professional team is willing to come to us in our field and try out, that was a big experience.
It means the world, because these are people that went out of their way to try and help develop our team. They helped us with some of the defensive drills there, and it's just a great thing to have.
Not only was this a gigantic opportunity for Malverne soccer, it also had huge implications for the Nassau County soccer community as a whole.
It was massive. For the Nassau County soccer community, it was probably even bigger, and it's now something that is probably going to be repeated. The company offered $2,500 in scholarship, which means 5 kids from Nassau County will be able to do the pro tryout for free every single year.
It means that we will have many more opportunities later on, and we should be very excited, and we should make the most out of it.
A successful season takes hard work, determination, and dedication. People pushing each other, making sure everybody's working the right way. Somebody's slacking, pick them up, and just, everybody's head on their shoulders.
Congratulations to this incredibly well-deserving team, and best of luck this upcoming season.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
For B&B, I'm Paige.
That looked like it was definitely worth the trip to Malverne.
It's great to see all the different opportunities that kids across Long Island have over the summer. While on the topic of sports, I think there's something else we have to show you.
Oh, right. Our weekly sports report, of course.
No, Hailey, that's coming up. But we also have another sports story from over the summer.
That's right. Our very own Emma Santiago profiled the Southern State Seminoles, a football team that played in Hempstead.
Let's take a look at how youth sports build character and opportunities for kids.
From touchdowns to teamwork, youth football is shaping more than just athletes. For players on the Southern State Seminoles, it's about learning lessons that go far beyond the field.
There's multiple coaches that help me do better, basically. Because I used to not usually understand them. I used to just try and do it my own way, but when I take it into their point of view and see how they're trying to teach me, I just sit back, relax.
He's more confident in himself. A big thing with AJ is he has alopecia. He developed that when he was 4, and at first he was very shy, but now you can see he's a very outgoing person. He's called a leader, so it's definitely helped him with his confidence.
On and off the field is both the same lesson. You have good character, you stand accountable for what you do. And, basically be a man. If I did it, admit to it, move forward from it. Don't drag it out and be drama, we don't need it. You did it, okay, move on for it.
Each player brings something unique to the game, but they all share the same dedication.
I just want to make the league and make my family proud.
Going to the NFL.
An NFL Hall of Famer.
So I could retire my friends and family.
so I can buy houses for my parents.
And for their families, the impact has been just as powerful.
He was a little bit of a crybaby, and as much as I would threaten and try to toughen him up, it wouldn't. But I think that him playing with different type of players and just it makes him get comfortable and kind of, you know, adapt to different situations. So it's definitely improved his personality.
It just feels like yesterday I signed him up for 9U, and now he's a year away from aging out. Just enjoy every moment of it, you know, the good, the bad, and just enjoy watching him, your athlete grow.
For these players, football is just the beginning, a foundation for life. For B&B, I'm Emma Santiago.
Wow, what an interesting story.
Yeah, you could tell everyone's really trying to make the best for the team, the best for those kids.
I agree. It looked like such a great community.
In other news, now it's time for the sports report.
Well, I obviously knew that, so let's send it down to let's send it down to.
I knew you didn't know. Let's send it down to Viktor Karolak with Midweek Update Sports.
Hello Mepham, I'm Viktor Karolak with your Midweek Week in Mepham Sports. Today we have quite the news because if the football season ended at this moment, all three of the high schools within the Bellmore-Merrick Central High School District would make it to the playoffs. Speaking of football, the Mepham Pirates went up against the new Hyde Park Gladiators with a Mepham victory of 31-0. In case you weren't able to see, you can catch the coverage on the B&B YouTube channel. Moving on, the boys volleyball team went up against Lawrence High School on Monday, and the final score was 3-0 for Lawrence. Next, we have playoff games to look out for, and also team final games of the regular season. Firstly, the boys varsity soccer team faced Glen Cove yesterday in their first playoff game. And on Monday, the girls soccer team was victorious 1-0 in the first round of the playoffs, and will face Garden City this Thursday. And lastly, the girls volleyball team will be facing Bellmore JFK later today. Well, that is all for today. We have quite the calendar here, and stay tuned for your midweek in Mepham Sports.
Thanks, Viktor. Unfortunately for us, we've reached the end of the episode.
So make sure to tune in for next episode with more news stories from in and around the Bellmore-Merrick Central High School District to bring you inside of the parts of the community we don't always get to see. Until then, I'm Hailey Gardner.
And I'm Hailey Kiernan. And have a wonderful rest of your week, Pirates. Underwater trip.
Oops. We're so funny. It's not even fun. We're just too hilarious.